Well. We talked about Mbappe, we talked about Lionel Messi, but now it's time for a Neymar Jr. and should Paris Saint-Germain sell him this summer? I'm gonna talk about, because I feel this is a very 50-50 subject. 50 yes, 50 no. I'm half with it. First of all, I'm gonna start with the reasons why we should not sell him. Neymar Jr. has been here for a very long time. One of the, include him, Mbappe, Verratti, Marquinhos. They are the players that have been at this club for the longest amount of time, and they have produced great moments in the league, in the cup, and of course, in the most important, the Champions League. And Neymar Jr. is still an amazing big game player. We saw how we missed him in the second leg versus Bayern and in the away leg versus Bayern Munich. The away leg versus Juventus. That first game versus Bayern, I blame him more on the defensive thing. And so him and Messi, I don't blame any of them on that first leg performance versus Bayern Munich. Second of all, Neymar Jr. is the leader of this team. Maybe Marquinhos has the captain's armband, but Neymar Jr. is the most respected player in the locker room at Paris Saint-Germain. Because I remember in the beginning of the season, he started off the form really well. There come out so many reports that even though Mbappe is the image of this club and is close to the captain's armband, Kimpembe, Verratti, Marquinhos, all of these, Neymar Jr. is the leader because he's the person that most people would listen to. He's the person that most people respect. He's the person that has strong relationships with pretty much every single player. We saw it with Ekitike in the beginning of the season. We saw how, I don't know, some infighting between him and Vitinha and some other players, but that doesn't really mean that much. And Neymar Jr., as I said, on his day, or just when he plays, just not that 1.5 period under Pochettino, just when Neymar Jr. plays, he's still one of the best, top 3, top 2 best players in the world. And he has adapted his style. Even though he's the 31 years of age, he's adapted his style unlike Messi and Ronaldo. Neymar has actually been running so much, one of the highest pressing attackers in the world. And he can also play as a 10, can play as a left mid, can play as a centre forward, can play pretty much everywhere there in the attack apart from the right side. So Neymar Jr. as well, big name, huge fan base, generates a lot of money for this club. But now let me talk about the bad stuff. First of all, he's the third highest earner at Paris Saint-Germain after Kylian Mbappe and Lionel Messi with a really high wage. And the second thing, which makes the first thing even worse, is his availability. I think Neymar Jr., ever since his transfer from FC Barcelona in 2017, has only played 50% of the available games, missing the rest of the games through different kinds of injuries. And even though he's had this recent surgery on his right ankle, I believe, sure, that maybe means that, there's a less likely chance that he will get injured in that right ankle. But that doesn't mean he won't get injured. He can get injured in his thigh, in his left ankle, anywhere else. And as we all know, Neymar gets injured in many different places, even though the ankle is the place where he's mostly gotten injured. And it's not just he gets injured, he usually gets injured in the most important time in the season, which is the UEFA Champions League knockout stages, especially for a club as Paris Saint-Germain, who focus so much on the Champions League. And as I said, the first thing, his wages. So this means we pay a guy the third highest wage at this club, and he plays half of the games, which makes it really hard to not look at we should be selling Neymar Jr. on from this club. But that was it. That was the 50-50 in my head. I'm very torn. Neymar is my second or first favorite player at this club, but I'm not using any bias here. He's by far the most entertaining player in the world, entertaining person, football person in the world as well. But I'm going to put all of that on the side. I'm going to strictly look at it as sporting and economical reasons for Paris Saint-Germain. But the main big thing is he will most likely 99% stay at the club for two main reasons. First, he has a contract until 2027 with a really high wage, and he doesn't want to leave the club. So if we want to buy him out, it's going to cost a lot of money, which Paris Saint-Germain won't do. They are not stupid. So the second thing is trying to convince him to leave, but Neymar Jr. does not want to leave Paris Saint-Germain. And another thing is he's still recovering from his injury, and you can't really sell a player that is injured because he will need to have a medical in the other team, and he will be back at the end of the summer, pretty much. It would be very, very hard for Paris Saint-Germain to let go of Neymar Jr. Those were my question. There, I answered it. Do I want Neymar Jr. to stay or not? I'm still very 50-50 on this. But as I said, I don't like to entertain this idea that much because I don't see him leaving the club with that contract and with the recent injury. That was it. Let me know in the comments down below. Do you want Neymar Jr. to stay at this club until at least next season? Or do you think Paris Saint-Germain should sell him and get his wages off the book? And remember, if Messi and Ramos leave Paris Saint-Germain as well, that means that Neymar's wages won't look as bad as they are at the moment. It will be much easier to strengthen the rest of the squad, even with the Neymar and Mbappe wages. Smash the like button, subscribe to the PSG YouTube channel. And as always, allez, Paris.